So this is the fourth module which we are going to discuss now, the last module. The heading is Innovations in Business and Environmental Perspective. That is from the viewpoint of the environment. So here first we will learn about different energy sources, different types of alternative energy sources. If you remember, or if you can recall, in the first module, when we were discussing at the last topic about fossil fuels and all, we had discussed that there are non-conventional energy sources or energy sources which does not create pollution to the environment. So here now we are going to learn which are those energy sources, and then after that we will see different business models nowadays which are conducted with a view to protect the environment. So it's very easy to understand. So let us see over here non-conventional energy sources of energy. Non-conventional energy sources are those which are naturally available. These are also called as renewable energy sources. Renewable means it can be available again and again. It is available again and again. Like solar energy, it is continuous. Wind energy, that is also available. So natural resources like wind, tides, solar, biomass, etc. generate energy which is known as non-conventional resources. These are pollution free, and hence we can use these to produce a clean form of energy without any wastage. They are also known as renewable energy sources. Don't get confused. Non-conventional and renewable. The other one is like what we are getting from the fossil fuels like petrol, diesel and all, which is creating pollution. That is known as non-renewable. So please don't get confused over here. Renewable means which is continuously available, which can be renewed. But non-renewable means which cannot be renewed and which will be exhausted after a certain period, which will be finished after a certain period. And it will take millions of years to form that non-renewable type of energy. But renewable type of energy is always available. It is naturally available. So we know that with this increasing demand, when the population is rising day by day throughout the world, with this increasing demand for energy, and we have increasing demand for energy on one side and fast depleting resources on the other side. Fast depleting means resources which are getting over very fast. So which are those fast depleting? That will include coal, petroleum, diesel, natural gases, etc. So for this, the non-conventional sources of energy are gaining more and more importance nowadays. This energy is available in abundance. It is renewable, it is pollution free, it is also eco-friendly. So this energy which is created, as I told you, from wind, tide, solar energy, etc. are known as non-conventional sources. All these are not at all creating any kind of pollution. They do not require heavy expenditure and all. Like initially only they require that installation expenditure and all. After that, it is very much feasible to have it. It can be very conveniently used in various parts, like be it rural area or urban area and all. So this is the meaning of non-conventional sources of energy. These are easily available from the nature, readily available from the nature, which are abundantly found. Abundantly means found in huge quantity. Then it is renewable, it is pollution free, and also eco-friendly. So one by one, we will be seeing the different non-conventional sources of energy. First one is wind energy. We have to see the advantages and disadvantages of wind energy. Then after there is biofuels. What is biofuel? We have to see. Then solar energy. Then tidal energy. Then geothermal energy. Nuclear energy. This around some 6 different types of energy we have to see. Okay, voice break. So we will move to the first one. This is again explanation of non-conventional sources of energy over here. A renewable energy system, what they do, they convert the energy found in sunlight, wind, falling water, sea wave, geothermal heat, or even biomass, and it will be converted into a form where we can use as heat or electricity. They are essentially flows of energy, whereas the fossil and nuclear fuels are in a sense stock of energy. It is known as flow of energy because it is continuously available in a flow. But fossil fuels and all are considered as stock. These are stocked. To an extent, nuclear fuels are also stocked up energy, but it is not creating much pollution. So one by one, we have to see these different sources of energy. So various forms of renewable energy which we will be discussing include wind energy, biofuels, solar energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy, and nuclear energy. First is wind energy. You might have seen windmills erected in many places. It is quite common in the areas in Tamil Nadu and all, it's quite common. So what is this wind energy? Wind power or wind energy is the use of wind to provide mechanical power through wind turbines. A wind turbine is also referred to a wind energy converter. It is a device that is converting the wind's kinetic energy into electrical energy. Wind farms will be there where these windmills are erected. It will consist of many individual wind turbines which are connected to the electrical power transmission network. So I'll show you you can see over here. This is the picture of a windmill. You might have seen it. It's quite common in many interior parts and all, it's quite common. So what happens over here? Wind energy will be collected using the turbines. It is then converted into electrical energy. Where did it, I think all of you might have seen it. So next we will see the advantage of wind energy. It is free and renewable. Wind energy is free and renewable. It is non-polluting. It is cost effective. It can be built on existing farms. Existing farms means we need not find separate areas or separate land for building this windmills or wind turbines. So wherever there is available land, we can erect the wind turbine. So it is free and renewable. It is eco-friendly. It is non-polluting. It is cost-effective, and it can be built on existing areas. At the same time, there are certain disadvantages of wind energy. There can be concern over the noise which is produced from the turbine. It may affect the beauty of the region. It affects the birds which are flying into the turbine. It is not a continuous source. It is intermittent. Intermittent means wind will not be available every time. Isn't it? Only during that, when it is blowing, only that source of energy can be prepared, can be made. And wind cannot be stored also. Good wind sites are located in the remote locations, like areas where there will be good movement of wind. Most of the times that will be located in the remote areas. Alternative uses of wind resource location may be more highly valued. Even if we set up these areas of windmills and all in many other areas, that could be more expensive also. So you have to see the advantages as well as disadvantages of different types of energy. Of course, we know that this is all environment friendly, these are all eco-friendly, but at the same time, it is having different disadvantages also. So this is the windmill. Now, second type of energy is the biofuels. Biofuels or biomass bhi bolte hain. These are energy sources made from living things or the waste that living things are producing. It can be produced from plants or from agricultural, commercial, domestic or industrial waste. And this energy can be used for cooking and for lighting purpose. This is also commonly found in the rural areas. where housewives and all, they can easily use this technique and they can use the waste which are generated at the house for cooking and electricity purpose. So here I'll show you. Yes. Sources of biofuels. As we have seen, biofuels are generated from the waste. So there are two types over here. One is biofuels which are generated from the food crops grown on agricultural land, like the sugar, the contents which are available from the food crops are converted into biodiesel or ethanol. Other than that, there is second generation biofuels which are commonly used, which are made from the waste, woody mass. Woody biomass means wood waste, then agricultural residues, waste and all. It also includes many other waste substances, many other waste oils also in that. So you just understand the meaning of biomass over here. Then there is also third generation, which is made from algae. Algae means the substances and all which is found in rivers, water ponds and all. Then there is also biofuels which are made from specially engineered units. So 4 different types of biofuels are created. Now, this is also not at all polluting to the environment. But what are the things required? In order to create these biofuels, we need to take over all the waste materials which are created by the living things, and it would be converted with the help of technology. It will be converted into the fuels. Here you can see one picture which explains how from the plants it is converted into biofuel. Sunflower plant, then sunflower seeds, after that crude vegetable oil, from that then refined vegetable oil is created, and like that the biofuel is created and it can be used for many purposes. So first one is wind energy, second one is biofuel. Now again, advantages and disadvantages of biofuel. Advantages are it is very clean, safe method. Using this, it will help in reduction in the greenhouse gases. And the leftover sludge. Sludge means the waste materials. Whatever is left over can be used for agricultural purpose. Please go through the slide, everyone. So see the advantages. It is clean and safe. It is eco-friendly and all. At the same time, disadvantages are it can be a threat to global food system. And for making this, we need to use water, massive usage of water and fertilizers. And there are chances that it will create high cost of production and prices, because we have seen that the biofuel which are generated from the food crops and all. So there we need to use more water and fertilizers. It will also result in high cost of production and prices, but benefit is that it is not going to create any kind of pollution. Then solar energy. This is commonly found alternative source of energy. Sun is the source of all energy in the earth. We know that it is a large sphere of very hot gases, and it is that type of energy which is available abundantly, inexhaustible and universally. It is available throughout the world. And solar energy is radiant light and heat from the sun that is harnessed. Harness means that is taken over using a range of ever evolving technologies. All of you might have seen a solar panel. There are many places in the country where this is extensively used, because in our country we are able to get the sunlight and it can be used effectively as well. At the same time, There are advantages and disadvantages. Advantages means it is present everywhere. It is pollution free. It is noise free. Wind energy, we had seen that some kind of noise will be there. And this solar energy can be used anywhere, and it also can be stored. That is also important. Wind energy cannot be stored. Then it does not work at night without any storage device. Cloudy weather can make this technology unreliable. It is expensive to install. It requires lots of land area to collect the sun's energy. Like it is not easily for making that quantity required for generating energy, it will be taking time. And initial costs are also high for installation purpose. But for the long term run, we can say that solar energy is very much effective, because especially in a country like India, where of course rainy seasons are there, monsoon is there, but remaining part of the year we will be getting good amount of solar rays, solar heat and light from the sun. So it could be stored also. So this is one very important advantage. So this is one example which I would like to tell you. This temple, Shirdi Sai temple, which all of you might have heard about, which draws thousands of devotees every day, has one of the world's largest solar system projects for community cooking installed in 2014. With 73 solar dishes, each of 16 square meters size, the total steam generation capacity is 4,200 kilo per day, and food is cooked for more than 25,000 individuals every day. Till date, the plant has saved rupees 60 lakh for the trust. So this is one example, just one example which I wanted to share with you, where how it can be, solar energy can be very effectively utilized, and how maybe the installation expenses will be there definitely, but later on in the long run, it will be quite beneficial. Not only like when it comes to cost also, it will be beneficial, and when it comes to and becoming eco-friendly also, it is very much efficient. Then comes tidal energy. Tidal energy is the form of hydropower that converts the energy of the tides into electricity. Tide means what? Waves in the ocean, isn't it? Lehre bolte na, waves in the ocean. So tidal energy has the potential also. Again, this also is another source for future electricity generation. It is not much introduced or seen in our country. So tidal power is taken from the Earth's oceanic tide. These are what is tidal forces. These are periodic variations in the gravitational attraction exerted by celestial bodies. Celestial bodies are sun and moon. So when there is attraction, gravitational attraction exerted or done by these celestial bodies of sun and moon, there will be this tides are formed in the ocean. So this will be creating movement in the world's oceans, motion in the world's oceans. So a tidal generator can be installed, and that can convert the energy of tidal flow into electricity. It is again generated naturally when the tidal range is very high. It should be very high. That is a limited problem over here. Tidal range should be, that movement should be very high. Just a second. So here you can see this is how this tidal energy can be converted into any other energy. Like here, the main limitation is that it should be very frequent and very readily available. This current should be very readily available. So again, advantages and disadvantages. It's a renewable form of energy, it does not create any pollution. It does not create harmful emission of gases also, and no waste will be generated over here. But the changing the tidal flows and installing such equipments in the ocean may affect the aquatic systems and shoreline ecosystems. Generally, they say that there are generally 2 high and low tides every day, and electricity generation will be possible only during this time when there is high tide. So needs a suitable site also where it can be kept. So these are all advantages. It's not so commonly found in the country. Then this I will be covering in the next topic, next lecture. Okay. So I'll once again we will be revising it from the beginning. Is the voice clear now? Because some part you might have missed out because of that voice issue. Okay, so see here, we are discussing about the non-conventional sources of energy. Non-conventional means which is not creating any pollution. Don't get confused, okay? Non-conventional means no pollution. It is renewable. Renewable means which is abundantly available. Abundantly means which is available in huge quantity and which is not going to be finished soon, exhausted soon, which is naturally available. Among that, we were discussing about first wind energy, biofuel, solar energy, tidal energy. Wind energy is collected from the windmills or wind turbines. It is very commonly found in the interior parts, like many times when you travel in the train, long distance train and all, you can see this, where windmills are erected. So this is again very commonly found. This is commonly found. Tidal energy is not so commonly found in the country. Wind energy is commonly found, and it is free and renewable. It's non-polluting. It is cost-effective, and it can be erected on existing farm. Means we do not have to find any other area, special area for building this wind turbine or the windmill. But it may create noise. It may affect the birds which are flying. It may affect the natural beauty of the region. It is not a continuous source. It is intermittent. It cannot be stored, and many times we can see that good wind signs are located in remote areas only, in interior areas and all. And alternatively, if you find a location for setting up of wind turbines, it can be more costly as well. So this is the wind turbine or windmill. Then biofuel, just understand biofuels are energy which is created from the waste or any type of waste, like it could be plant waste, agricultural waste, commercial, domestic, any kind of waste. And there are four types. First one is from agricultural or food crops. Second, from the normal waste, like agricultural waste and all. Then third is from algae. Then fourth one is specifically manufactured with the in that industry, in different industries itself. This is also eco-friendly, helps in reducing greenhouse gases and all. Leftover sludge also can be used for agricultural purpose, but it will be a cost wise, it will be more, it requires more water, more fertilizers and all. Solar energy, which is abundantly found, very commonly used, renewable source, we can say, non-conventional source, very commonly used. It is only, the thing is that initially it is expensive to install. That is the main drawback we can see over here. Otherwise, storage part and all, it's quite easy to storage. There will be storage devices are readily available. Then tidal energy, which are made from the, or which are available from the tides of the oceans.